What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. As always, thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. We got ourselves, well, some more murders at Karlov Manor here, and this card is a doozy. Our rare being, well, one of our two rares, I should say. Cryptic Coat. What a card. Not very fun to play against, and yeah, even if they deal with your initial ward creature, you can just cast it again and do it again. And man, if you ever cloak a creature like Bubble Smuggler or something off of this, you just go off because the creature maintains the unblockable. So everything you need to say about Cryptic Coat has already been said, I'm sure. Other good cards in the pack, whatever. Cryptic Coat's one of the best rares in the format. So we are going to take it. And we're going to like it. And then we're going to get past, an Urgent Necropsy. This is a solid one that I have not had the chance to play with yet, but it's a really nice collect evidence card. Destroy up to one target artifact, one creature, one enchantment, and one planeswalker. So at the very worst case scenario, you're usually just going to be getting a creature with this. And then you oftentimes can find an artifact or enchantment, as there are plenty of those in the format as well. If you could hit the one planeswalker in the format, Kaya, that would just be gravy, of course. Is that going to be my follow-up pick, though? Because at the end of the day, it's just a good removal spell, but I don't think we want to take a green-black card to follow up Coat. I think I'm happy just taking one of these blue cards, Out Cold or Sprite, both pretty good. Flotsam Jetsam's okay. Crocodile would be fine. Murder's in the pack as well. I guess I'll go with the Sprite first over the first Out Cold, as I don't think you need to take Out Cold very early, though I always want to end up with one of them, at least in my blue decks. Outrageous Robbery is a pretty fun card. I'm going to have a hard time passing that one. This card, if you're not already dead by the time you cast this, it is just so much card advantage, especially if you can do this for anything more than like X is, 3? Sometimes you will hit a majority land off of that, but oftentimes, as long as you're getting, one or two spells, this is a card that's really, really fun. So I'm going to take the fun card. Maybe another Crime Stopper Sprite here. A couple of good white cards in the pack as well. Inside Source, Makeshift Binding. There's a Treacherous Greed, which I don't mind. A couple of okay red cards. Guess I'll just stick with the Crime Stopper Sprite here, but I should pay attention to white, because those are some late white cards. And, okay. Wow. Oh, man, what a pack. Pick 5. We have a ton of good options. Dogwalker is amazing. One of the best disguised creatures. Galvanize, fantastic. Cold Case Cracker, good blue flyer. But then we have Perimeter Enforcer. Like, had I taken Inside Source or Makeshift Binding, Perimeter Enforcer would be nuts here. This is a pack where you could just take a blue card and stick with what you have. But given what I've seen so far, I think white's pretty open. I'm going to take the Enforcer now. I guess I'll take the Murder at this point? I mean, we're still seeing good blue and black cards at least, so Clandestine Meddler's also pretty solid in my experience. That's interesting. Illicit Masquerade I do not think is any good. Faithflight is okay, but let's take our Out Cold now. The 3-mana 3/3. That's a really good sign for black, because this is, I think, black's best common, even better than Murder. All right, well, looked to dip into maybe a little bit of white because I do think it was open, but now we can just stick to like a nice blue-black control deck if we want to. We already have a couple of good win cons, the Robbery and the Coat. We have some good interaction as well, so this would appear to be a good start. Like, I would expect our deck to be above average quality by the end of the draft, given how this first 9 picks has already gone, So what are we looking for? Realistically, just things like Deduce. We just want card draw effects because we already have enough win cons and interaction. We just want to find those cards, Would not be surprised if we see a couple of good white cards come back around here. I think I'm going to take the Gravestone Strider here. I would not be surprised if we end up splashing something, and this is just a decent 2-drop blocker. Right, but if we get like a Vanifar in pack 2 or 3, that would be an easy splash. Ah, Stalker's a good pickup too. Alright, let's go to pack 2. Nice, we opened a Drag the Canal. A really solid blue-black card. At its base is instant speed 2-mana 2/2, right? Pretty easy to get the creature die value out of it as well. I lose out on an exit specialist, but I think I don't want to take the chance of this not coming back around. I think we'd just rather have the drag. Spectre would be good here, Witness fine, another Strider. We're just getting the goods. How many collect evidence cards do I already have? I have 2 sprites and an extract. So picking up just random disguised creatures like this one Basilica Stalker we already have aren't bad for the collect evidence value. In fact, because this is collect evidence 6, I guess like Basilica Stalker is surprisingly good for us. This is a cold case cracker over what, nothing-ish? A couple of 2-drops. Nothing exciting there. Yeah, this deck looks good. Will I inevitably lose to red-white aggro? Probably. But that doesn't mean I can't have a good deck in the meantime, you know? How many extra rares have I picked up as well? Slice from the Shadows here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 4 rares for an extra 80 gems. Nice. Would a splash Judith make sense? I'm sure Judith would be good in our deck if we ended up wanting to splash her. But I think we'd rather just take the solid black card here for now. So I guess that's Massacre Girl and Proft in the picture. Interesting. There's the Deduce I was talking about. I haven't noted it, but this is like the 3rd or 4th Galvanize we've seen this draft. I like Gorehound quite a bit, but maybe not so much in this deck. I guess Dramatic Accusation is okay interaction, but I'm going to take the Deduce. Yeah, fuels our graveyard for collecting evidence. Okay. That is a pick 5 Vein Ripper, which tells you nobody on our left is in black. And yeah, the triple black obviously putting them off of splashing it, so... Nice. Yeah. That is a hell of a bomb. And if you watched any of the Pro Tour this previous weekend, you'll know that the Vampire deck did some silly things. Well, Galvanize again here, too. The 7th pick Long Goodbye. 5th pick Vein Ripper, 7th pick Long Goodbye. Bro, this is what happens when nobody wants to play black. You just get everything in the world. My God. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't really see how our deck's going to get any better from here. But we still have a whole nother pack to go. I have 7 detectives for the looter. That's great. Let's take 20 extra gems there. Jeez. I don't need a third Sprite. I don't think we're playing Conundrum. The dog came back around. Okay, pack 3. We get a whole nother pack still. Exit Specialist, Coveted Falcon, and Murder. What's my removal looking like right now? I have Slice, Extract, Goodbye, Murder, 2 tappy downs, 3 tappy downs. I guess since we already have a Murder, I'm gonna diversify and take Specialist here. I think Falcon's good, but I think we'd rather have Specialist. Absolutely bonkers. Surveillance Monitor looks really nice in our deck too, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I thought I had more. I guess this is not that good in our deck. It's like okay. It might actually be better to take the Theater here, since we're going to end up with enough playables. Yeah, I'm going to take the land. It's going to be a tapped black source that gives us a little bit of surveil value. Let's take another Projector here over Bubble Smugs. Eliminate the Impossible is a good trick. That might just be the deck right there. Unless I get some crazy last few pickups. A little Niv there for the board. Flying Lifelinker or Alley Assailant. We might bring in the Savior. I mean, we also have like a Crocodile. I guess I could probably use another big disguised creature. Push pull? Alright, I mean, hello. Dude, our deck's insane. Doubt or Exit. I don't think we're going to be playing either of these. But there's a chance I want to bring in a counter later on. Holy smokes, this deck's nuts. Oh, I guess I can cut the Strider now. We don't really need that, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 other 2-drop creatures, but then we also have a ton of 2-mana removal spells. Deck's kind of insane, not gonna lie. 5th pick Vein Ripper, 7th pick Long Goodbye. Absolutely busted, dude. What on earth? How many inspectors do I have for the double? We have 10. Or rather, how many detectives do I have for the double inspector? It's plenty. A lot of good red-black cards going around, too. I wonder if I should be running both of those Snarling Gorehounds. I just don't feel like I have enough 2 or less, but I guess that's not necessarily the case. We actually have quite a few ways. I don't know what they would replace, though. Because I'd rather have the Analysts and be defensive with this deck. This deck looks incredible. I guess we're going to have to go a little bit heavier on black, even though I think we have more blue just because of the Vein Ripper. And fortunately for us, we don't have any double blue cards, so we have 3 double black cards. Holy smokes, this thing's insane. Probably going to go 0-3, but I think I drafted well and we got rewarded. And we ended up with a pretty incredible looking deck. Let's see if looks pan out. That seems like a keep to me. We have a 2-drop early game play, and we have something to utilize all of the mana we have here. Obviously, we don't want 6 land currently. Alright, opponent with the turn 1 Mask Maker, but we have the turn 2 Jaded Analyst for a fantastic blocker. Nice draw. Guess we'll discard. I think it's correct to attack with the Analyst, because even if they double block, we're okay with trading it for the Seasoned Consultant. Face down, it's fine. I'm going to kill this face down card right now. Yep, I assumed it was a dog walker. Well, back to wanting to draw lands. Perfect. I think we're just going to robbery them for 3 here. Did I mess up by discarding a swamp instead of an island earlier? I might have. Let's take a peek at what we hit off of this before we decide if we want to block. Holy smokes, alright. I would say we hit some goods. Oh, there's the Vein Ripper mana. I think we sandbag though, right? I think what I'm gonna do here is... Well, we can loot first. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. No, actually, we don't want to do that. I mean... F it, let's just Vein Rip. Because they have to sacrifice a creature if they want to touch it, so... And if they don't have removal for it, then they are going to be in a pretty bad spot. Whoa! Caught red-handed. Can't be countered. And it's also a suspect now. Jeez, okay. Holy smokes. That was pretty gross. But we're gonna gain a lot of life back this turn. We'll loot. We're gonna go Helix on there, face down right now. Gain 3 and then another 2 from the Vein Ripper trigger. And yeah, I mean, let's put the Vein Ripper as lethal next turn. What was it? Oh, it's a Fugitive Codebreaker. Yeah, their deck looks good. Nice Boros aggro, but we had a very good draw. Currently Dobbs. Vein Ripper is so stupid, what the hell? Alright, this is effectively gaining 6 life in a sense. They have Make Your Move. They're still dead here since they attacked with both. Bro, Vein Ripper. Vein Ripper gonna Vein Rip, dude. My god, that card is stupid. I've never actually had it in draft before. I've played against it and lost, I think, every time. But now that I've played with it, I mean, just realize how much of a broken card it really is. Alright, let's bring in the Bounce Spell versus Uber Aggro Boros. Again, their deck looks fantastic. Double Helix. The only, like, bad card I say was the Mask Breaker. This is probably not a good matchup for Robbery, but I'm going to leave it in. Might actually want to cut the Deduce, and I feel like the 1-3 actually does work, or just a random 3-3, or some more 2-drops. One of the Inspectors, as 2 toughness isn't very good here. Yeah, kind of like bringing in a 1/3. Maybe cut the Stalker instead. And before people tell me, Kenji, a lot of people were playing Mask Breaker at the Pro Tour. That's a little bit different as it's in pods. Arena is leagues. You're generally not playing people that were in your same draft pod. I still don't think Mask Breaker's very good anyways, but... It's a pretty easy keep. We have a turn 2 removal spell if needed, plus a couple of good ways to interact otherwise. So, push-pull into Crime Stopper Sprite's fantastic because this counts as an 8-mana spell in the graveyard. Our opponent's draw is pretty good here, though. Actually, you know what I might do? Maybe it's better to Technician this turn, and then I can flip the Technician plus pull next turn. That seems better. Why would they not attack with that? Or their inside source if they have a trick? Might just be a free roll attack. Yep, feels like it. Alright, I think I'm supposed to kill the Consultant and not the 2/2. Even though there's a chance I'd be able to eat the 2/2. Sorry, the Consultant next turn. I'll block face downs. Yep, no surprise there on the doggy. Yeah, their deck's really good. Just Drag the Canal was a great draw. We actually kind of want something to trade off here. Oh my god, their deck is insane! Holy smokes, dude. I could cast the drag before blockers are declared and just trade with another one of those creatures, but... My god. Alright, let's coat this turn. It's more mana efficient. Get our Projector Inspector. Trade. Or at least offer. And if they have on the job, good beats. Dude, their deck is nuts and their draw is nuts. It's not worth showing them anymore. I could kill those two, chump one, but then I take two and any creature kills me from the War Leader's Call. Holy smokes. Wow. Their deck is good. I'm going to bring in the 3/4 that can gain life link and take out the Technician now. Our deck's good too, but their deck is faster, and that's going to be an issue for us. We need to get some early good interaction. That's fantastic. Excellent opening hand. What's gonna suck is if I try to stabilize, we play like a Vein Ripper out, and then they have the Cot red-handed to get me. I think I run out the Specialist on turn 2. And even if they have their 2-mana 1/3, that's fine. Yeah. We can actually try to push against them with this hand. Sure. Ooh, and they missed a land drop. Yep, keep pushing. We're gonna kill that with Slice. Damn. Alright, both players missing lands now. There's the call. Oh, they're trading 2 for 2 in this position. I am very happy about that. So I'm gonna pull their tapped creature and then drag the canal and get the value immediately. I don't think we can bottom Vein Ripper. That's fine. We still get to attack with everything. The War Leader's Call is actually maybe a hindrance to them because the Exit Specialist can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. Gain some life backs, nice. Oh, man! Sick. I mean, we knew their deck was good. No wonder they were trying to race. I'm probably just going to fire off this Eliminate as a gain for this turn. Jeez Louise, dude. Their deck and their draw has been incredible all these games. Alright, can we fade removal? I'm dead if they have the Cot red-handed again. Wait, is this not a suspect anymore? Oh, my card turned them off of being a suspect. I guess I just take 3. I don't think it's bad to block there with our 2/2 though. But there's no reason to. Yeah, buddy! Vein Ripper, oh freaking P, dude. Ugh. Their deck was insane, but Vein Ripper takes both games that it's cast, so good beats. Let's go to the next. Okay, let's try to rip some more veins, shall we? That hand's a keep because of Deduce. Just need to find one black source and we should be okay, because then we'll get access to both push and slice. Oh, excellent. Don't even have to worry about that now. Another consultant player. All right. I think we're just going to extract now, preserve our life total, even though it's only a 1 power creature currently. And yeah, we just want to draw lands for the next few turns. Excellent. Yep, I'll go ahead and block. Sweet, that is fine with me, especially if that's going to eat up their turn. They have an undersewer. Let's draw a card first. Perimeter and private eye, no problem. I guess I just go land pass. Can flip up our flyer into a 3/4. Can slice if we need to. Or we can just robbery for 4 if we really want. My guess is if they attack, I'll probably just flip up our creature. Although I could get huge tempo blown out by a bounce spell, or if they have a splash slice. Make your move doesn't kill this flyer, thankfully. Alright, let's go for it. Okay. And I guess they're just off it. Their hand must have been really, really bad. Looks like unauthorized exit number 2 could be okay versus the... Oh, I didn't even have the first one in. Oh, and wait, I don't have 2. For some reason, I thought I had 2 of those. What can I cut? Maybe versus them, the 3/2 on the ground doesn't look super great. I mean, I'm sure they have more other 2-drops, but the ones we saw, I mean, I think it's fine to probably cut that. Although, cutting a 2-drop when I'm on the draw, a little bit awkward, sure. I think I have enough removal in the deck, though, that's okay. Hey, more importantly, we won a game without the Vein Ripper. I assume that counts for something. Alright, they tanked for a while and then decided to keep. I'll go ahead and keep this hand. Obviously very land heavy, and I'm sure we will regret this exit not being the 3/2, but hey, we drew the other one anyways. No problem. That is a perfect lineup for their 1/3. How do you beat Jaded Analyst? You don't. Oh, I lied. You beat it with Private Eye. That is a problematic curve for us. Okay, I'll go for this play. Obviously, they could have any number of tricks here to kind of blow us out, but... at the end of the day, if they use a combat trick to finish off my Analyst, that's okay. And if they don't have anything, Great, we just get to eat their consultant. Like if they want to use Auspicious Arrival here or something, oh, they're just going to reverse bounce. That's fantastic too. Which means they're not playing out their Private Eye this turn. Sure. Just casually putting the Vein Ripper back on top, by the way. Case of the Pilfered Proof into Private Eye. Very nice. It's going to make it a 4-4. We'll take 2 here. Because we just need to slice their Private Eye. And I am not going to mess around. I'm going to make sure that it just straight up dies. Granite Witness face up as a 4-3. Alright, let's get Veiny. Hope they don't have exactly reasonable doubt. Or actually, No More Lies would work too. I mean, that's fine. We don't take very much damage, and we have our own out cold to stabilize a bit. Good. Land pass. Vigilante, that's a good one. I'm actually going to tap their 2 4-power creatures here. I don't particularly care if they hit me with the Consultant. Sure, take it. Let's lead on Theater. Draw. Nice draw. Combat. 12. Sure. Leaving me with my Vigilance creature up, though, is not terrible. Oh, that's a detective too, so it's a 3-3. I hope they discard a creature here, because then I can push-pull their Private Eye and whatever another creature they discard is. Probably kill him that way. God, Vein Ripper is just so good. Like, what the hell? Perimeter Enforcer. Alright, that's a detective, too. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty good as well, huh? So we can lead on Projector, get a loot, which will allow our Analyst to attack. So depending on what they have in, like if they don't have any interaction, they're pretty screwed here. And even if they do have interaction, we should be okay. Oh, another out cold is very good. Nice. That was probably the best card they could have there. In which case, I think I'm going to kill their witness now with push-pull. And play it a little bit safe. So, I mean, really, if we want to, we can just attack. Sacrifice some creatures, really. Yeah, get some life. Okay. They're not doing that badly. Wow. Forgot we also have Cryptic Coat. Yeah. We were going to be able to flip up the Fairy Snoop and get another card. Vein Ripper, Cryptic Coat, also other good cards in my deck. Is this fair? No, not particularly. Is it fun? I guess I'm having a good time now. They give me the smiley face prompt, and I might even click it. Okay, on to the third and final round we go. Hand's great. Very nice hand. The Bubble Smug. I will probably trade away my Analyst if they attack. Oh, let's go with that play instead now. I'm going to play out the Theater. I'm actually going to bin the Slice. Long goodbye before it can flip into something. Well, Daddy Vane is back. I wouldn't be surprised if I was supposed to discard Outrageous Robbery there, but I want to get greedy. Nice draw. Wow. That's fantastic. We can murder plus drag the canal. It's a detective too, right? So I could trigger the loot if we wanted. Okay. Let's block. Actually, if they pass, I could just Outrageous Robbery for 3, because they just surveilled something on top. I kind of like this instead. Oh, they get to draw the card that they wanted. Darn it. It's fine, though. We're going to resolve our Vein Rips. Sure, no blocks. Could be the Hellion, could be the Crocodile. It's indeed the Hellion's gonna hit me for 6. No big deal there. Play it safe. Gonna just start off by murdering that thing. And then I don't think I need to drag the canal. We want the push-pull to stay in the deck. 6/6, gain 6. That's pretty good. With reach even. We can lock it down with sprites. Then for another 10. Actually, no more than that, because we get to flip up our disguised flyer. Get them for 11, get surveil plus a life gain. You know what's a good thing to do? Have Vein Ripper in your deck and draw it basically every game, so seems kinda nice. Easy, easy. I mean, even if they have like the White Wrath here, they can't even cast it because they would just die to the Vein Ripper. This looks like another matchup we probably want to bring in the bounce card, because they have a lot of big creatures. Probably just cut the Technician again. I hope I draft a deck like this during the Arena Open, because, yeah. Kind of the nuts. This is not a good hand, by any means, but I'm gonna keep it. We drew the third black source. That's a really good draw. Just extract their first disguise creature here. I'm not even gonna bother playing the Snoop face down first. Same card again, the Phantom. They had a hide in plain sight last game. Thankfully, they didn't have it here. It looks like it's going to be a Gardener. Probably grab a white source, would be my guess. Ooh, they grabbed the Archive. That's right. Gardener grabs any of the land types. Oh boy, Case of the Locked Hothouse. This card is absolutely absurd. If you can solve it. I'm going to have a hard time beating that in the long term, even with Vein Ripper. And they get to solve it next turn if they want to. My god. Well, that was a good draw. Alright. I guess if we have Cryptic Coat and Vein Ripper, maybe we can still beat it. If they attack with the Gardener, we do block, because we want to reduce the number of creatures they have for Vein Ripper purposes, right? Alright, don't have a counter, please. Conundrum with the Case, that's awesome. We probably are going to beat them down a little bit too quickly, though, would be my guess. That's very good. If they target the Glint Weaver at all, if they target itself at all, we can slice it for 3. But they're still going to gain minimum 5 life because it's the greatest toughness amongst creatures they have. Nice, they even targeted it for 1 extra. Okay, very dead on board. Eliminate the impossible. Well, that works. Sure. Guess we can just bounce the Cryptic and play it out. Why does that eliminate the pot? Why is that still on the stack? What is going on? Bugged out, that's funny. Like, they can't even attack, because 2 creatures dying makes the Vein Ripper kill them. Yeah, this is just, like, conceding, basically. Dude, Vein Ripper coat! Draw Vein Ripper every single game. Must be nice, and let me tell you, it freaking is. That deck, this is the best deck I've ever drafted in this format. Absolutely insano. Good card selection to go dig for the Vein Ripper. Good removal. Good curve. Let's just do that again. Let's do that during the Arena Open. As always, friends, thanks for watching. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.